Great stuff indeed. If they win, now if Fishbait wins their next match, they'll have to fight the winner of UPG and Earthquake, so they really have to bring their best. But
Yo,
before we
speaking of
go,
annoying characters, hold on.
yeah, go. Speaking of annoying characters, we're going right into our next set. We got our boy Levi Leviathan on the Donatello, and we got Solar Flare on Plankton. Solar Flare, not a player I am familiar with. Plankton is a character I'm very familiar with, and this is a character that I have and many others have said, "Yo, he sucks, bro. He's not that good." And then Pancake will 3-stop you.
That was definitely, man. Definitely be pretty hard to just fight against in general. Just so great in a lot of aspects. Like Discovery too, very hard to edge guard. Leviathan not quite finding it. Gets the teeter though. You need to slime block those, but doesn't run a meter anyway, so they didn't do so much about that.
One thing Leviathan I've seen labbing is that ball. That ball, very strong, incredibly annoying, can actually kill you. But the one thing about Plankton that he has a lot of ways to deflect projectiles. Yeah. So the ball, while still very strong in this matchup, if Leviathan uses it incorrectly at the wrong time, we could inevitably see Solar Flare absolutely take Leviathan to town in a really big way. So far, dead even game as far as I'm concerned, but Leviathan is going to find that kill. But Solar Flare one command grab away, or one straight hit away from making this even. And one thing I've noticed about a lot of Plankton's play, a lot of higher level Planktons, is we don't really see them go for sauce very often. Mainly just, I feel like I can only imagine it's due to the fact of it being so slow. One thing that's not slow is that Shine Ball, though.
It's interesting because the sauce Plankton does definitely help his combo game and sort of his zoning game a lot. I think it depends on the matchup a lot too. I know Pancake Mix is very sauce heavy too, so I don't know. I feel like it's a great tool. I'd imagine more Plankton is just needing more time to get better at using it. It's just hard to implement your normal gameplay.
One thing that's hard to avoid though is that forward strong. A lot of people forget has 2 hits, folks, so that can just absolutely send you away. We're going to be seeing the Slime Cancel come out from Leviathan to save themselves from death. Rooftop, one of the stages, very small or very low ceiling, and I believe it also has some pretty small side blast zones, if I'm right.
I think the size were standard, but I forgot. Hard to remember.
You're telling me you don't remember you were a beta tester? Come on, man.
My bad. I remember though. Solar Flare so good at setting this advantage. Oh, that's one of the things I'm talking about. Pancake Mix, brother. EX Sauce, bro, it's so good at just extending those situations.
One thing to note too, there was nothing Leviathan can do. That was a true combo. Like, that was actually a true combo from the up air, and we're seeing it come out again. It's not gonna be enough. Oh my god. And one thing I have to say too, I really appreciate Solar Flare's use of Popsicle. Popsicle is one of the best projectiles in the game. I've been saying that a lot, I feel like, in these last couple of matchups, but the fact is that it can really catch characters off guard in terms of just its use and the fact that it can pop you up in the air and give Plankton a free back air. However, Solar Flare is going to lose that stock. Leviathan not out of this just yet.
Not quite at all, but the Donatello play has definitely been great for sure. Using these long-range normals as well as that zone-breaking option, Ninja Slide, so well, I feel like.
Oh, that was some great movement coming out from Solar Flare, using the aerial neutral strong to make their way back to the stage. A lot of mix-up potential that move has. You can go to ledge, or you could go to the corner. Leviathan gonna fly to the left side of the stage, gonna stay there for a while, think about how to approach this matchup in game number 2. That was a pretty even set across the board, but I just think Solar Flare, that third stock, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, sometimes Plankton just has an X factor. They just kill you just like incredibly early, whether it be off the side Bs, you have enough meter, just do a bunch into just a kill, or the EX Sauce confirms too, like that was a true comp, like you said earlier too. It'd be very, very scary to play against. Donnie, one of the slower paced characters too, plays a lot of neutral. So I mean, in a situation where they get a stock early, it can be a little difficult to come back from. You saw like Leviathan sort of having real difficulties to come back from that right there in that game.
Was just not able to get their way back. And one thing about Donnie, he is very slow, like you mentioned. The other thing I should note as well is he also really struggles once you get in on him. He has a lot of range, but the second you're just in his bubble, he has a really hard time getting people off. He has options, of course, but they're just not as strong as he would have, keeping you at a distance. And that's just a matter of spacing. But we're going to see game number 2. We're going to my favorite stage. We're going to Technodrome, dude.
Oh, yeah, I love Technodrome too. Less space underground to work with, so definitely a lot more extended advantage state situations. I think Leviathan is looking for a lot of those where he juggles Plankton, doesn't let him land, but eventually does find his way back to Solar Flare.
And we're seeing Solar Flare follow up with a pretty impressive combo of his own. Leviathan got quite a lot of damage off of one single interaction, but Solar Flare answered back in a really big way. Leviathan, I want to say, is probably going to be using that side B a lot more in terms of recovery, just so they don't get absolutely ass blasted by Solar Flare.
Yeah, most definitely. The side B definitely doing a great job of just sort of keeping Donnie's disadvantage state a lot safer than most other characters. Definitely one of the strongest aspects, I'd say.
Very strong aspect indeed. And I want to say too that in this matchup, he has a lot of combo potential onto Plankton, but we're seeing Levi play more of a safe, spacey sort of game. In the regards of he got the damage on, now he's just kind of looking for a straight hit to confirm into that kill. And Solar Flare is just not really giving him the time of day.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's
the footsie of the command grab, you love to see it for sure. Gets the first stock off on him, and yeah, I definitely agree for sure. I think you kind of have to play slowly sometimes because just the explosiveness of Plankton that can start to come through is definitely scary to deal with. Does not punish the up B on stage, though. It's crucial. Caught by the neck grab, you're taking damage.
Damage?
Taking damage, bro.
Taking damage, bro. That's going to be damage, bro. Is that going to be it? Oh, oh, man, that would have been instant death if he didn't have the meter. However, Leviathan holding on to that meter probably for that situation in particular.
Yeah.
Just because that could kill you so easily. Solar Flare looking so strong right now. Sitting at 210, dude. It's very rare we see characters live to that percent. But we see it a lot with Plankton. We see it a lot with Reptar. But he's not going to be able to live past that as Leviathan finally gets this kill. But at what cost? And then Leviathan trying to find a way in, but is going to get popsicled right into the back air. That's what I was talking about. That popsicle, so lethal, so insanely good. And then is going to find their way back to stage. Solar Flare hogging that ledge. Leviathan makes it back. Get some good up airs going. Aerial up strong, not going to be enough to kill. You can see Leviathan get the back air there. Solar Flare in a bit of a disadvantaged state. However, Leviathan holding center stage, really just trying to play this safe at a stock disadvantage. Doesn't want to give Solar Flare any more of a lead than he would, but that's going to be a lot of damage. We see it coming out. The chum comes out, not going to be able to find anything. Plankton jab, really strong. One of the strongest jabs in the game. A lot of range, a lot of damage. You can see Leviathan really struggling to find their way back in to this set. We see the sauce come out finally, but is going to cause Solar Flare to finally lose that stock. We see Solar Flare go for the dirtiest command grab I've ever seen. I just don't know if Leviathan was paying attention or if he was like, he's not really gonna come for it. He's faking me out, bro.
Definitely. Oh. Yeah, bro's not ready. I saw what happened. He reflected the smoke ball earlier. He thought he was his too, so he thought he had the free recovery, but did not. That's very unfortunate.
Oh, I didn't see the reflection. That really is unfortunate. Leviathan is shaking. I haven't seen Leviathan this shaken in a bit.
Yeah, no, Solar Flare's play is definitely very, very good on Plankton right now, bro. This is the character can do, man. He definitely is good at just sort of just perplexing you. A lot of these options, I feel like, definitely making it hard to just survive on the stage. Has so many space control options. Even rivaling Donatello in some ways, dude. Countering the landing with a 4-strong and doesn't get the smoke ball on stage. He just dies.
Oh, man, that was a very defiant 2-0 coming out from Solar Flare. Solar Flare, I'm not sure who they are, what they played previously, but it doesn't really matter when you play Plankton like that. The movement, the use of space, as well as just the combo game was so impressive. A lot of people, I still consider this character to be a low to mid tier, but the ability, just the sheer amount of skill you have to play this character is inarguable, where I feel like you really do just need to understand